Il y a Apollos, il y a Matege et Apollos. Bien, si Apollos n'est pas là, Matege. Ah bon. Bien. Le frère Apollos est de Londres. Et quand on dit Apollos, il vient de Londres, il faut applaudir un peu quand même. Beaucoup de bruit pour Apollos! Oseye! Oseye! CPIO! Ocampo! Bensouda! Libéré Gbagbo! C'est pour ça que nous sommes là. Ocampo a monté un dossier, un tissu de mensonges, parce que Ocampo est un corrompu. Ocampo est un corrompu et la CPI est une cour impérialiste. C'est cela la réalité. Ils ont monté ce marché pour les pays pauvres, pour continuer donc leur domination à travers un appareil pseudo-judiciaire. Sinon, si on parlait de justice, le président Laurent Gbagbo ne serait pas aujourd'hui embastillé, alors que les tueurs, les assassins, les voleurs, les pirates, les terroristes sont au pouvoir à Abidjan. Ça, c'est l'injustice des temps modernes. Mais, oui, ne vous inquiétez pas, je vais parler en anglais tout à l'heure. All right, we do it in English. We are here today to demonstrate our support to President Gbagbo because his place is not in prison, he's the victim. And as I was saying, Ocampo, the prosecutor, is a corrupt person. And the ICC, this court, is an imperialist court built by powerful nations to dominate African states. Why? Why in the ICC is only Africans we are trying? Why? The number one dictator in this world are not African head of state. The imperialist country, the United States of America, France, England, these countries should be put in trial here. But they will never be, because they are the one who put this instrument here to dominate poor country for their resources and to continue the modern slavery. In the Ivory Coast, President Laurent Gbagbo won the election. There is no doubt about it. But, as usual, they put the international mafia into work with the help of the UN, who is supposed to be something to put the nations together. But now the UN is used by powerful countries to dominate African states. And today, the result of those elections have been turned around, and the loser became the so-called winner by the help of French army helicopters bombarding President Gbagbo's residences for 1 week with the intention to kill him. But because God has his hand on him, President Gbagbo survived. And now they put him in this jail, thinking that they will kill the spirit. But that's a big mistake, because you can put the man behind bar, but his ideas are still alive. That's why you will see Ivorian patriots coming into this place day and night, every day, to show their support to President Gbagbo, because he is the people's president. He is the people's president, and you must know it. You must know it. Until President Gbagbo is free, we will be here. We will be here. Maybe they think, oh, give them 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. No one will come here anymore. It's been going on for 2 years now, and we are still strong. We are still coming here. As long as President Gbagbo is held here, we will be here for him. And he will come out of this jail because he's innocent, because his people love him, because he's the people's president. This trial starting today is so-called the trial to confirm charges against President Gbagbo. But we all know that those charges are pure lies. If President Gbagbo is co-author or whatever they say, where are the actual authors? Where are they? And the central question to be answered in this court is who won the election in 2010 in Ivory Coast? That is the central question. Because President Gbagbo, as the head of state, the chief of the army and the police, he had the duty to defend his country. If by defending his country, he became co-author of something, what about those rebels that attacked the country since 2002? And we all know that those rebels were armed by, I don't even want to say his name, but by this Satan called Alassane Dramane Ouattara. He is the one that should be on trial, not President Gbagbo. Why? You are protecting him and you are sending President Gbagbo, the man who brought democracy in Ivory Coast, you put him in jail. This time is over when Africans look and don't say anything, when their leaders are killed. You did that in the past with Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, and so many of our great leaders in the past. That time is over. Now, we Africans, we understand your system, your corrupt system. We understand it. We know that your country is beautiful because you are stealing from Africa. And we said, no, enough is enough. Now we understand. When you mean democracy, maybe you mean it for your people, but not for Africans. Why? When you talk about justice, but in Africa you promote injustice, you support terrorists, you sell your arms. In Africa we don't fabricate arms. All right? But that's where you need to sell your weapons. That's a business for you, big money in your pocket. See African children being killed by your weapons. You are stealing our coffee, you are stealing our cocoa to drink your early morning coffee, early morning chocolate. This is the blood of Africa, the blood of Ivory Coast. And that's what President Gbagbo was against. He said, okay, you want to do business in Africa, we don't mind, but let's talk equal to equal. You are defending your country, I am defending my country. And you don't like this kind of person, because for you, a good African should not ask those kind of questions. You want African president like Blaise Compaoré, Bongo, Ali Bongo, for Eyadema, those puppets, they are puppets. We don't like them in Africa. And now, Paul Biya, Wad, all these guys, their time is over in Africa now. The younger generation, we don't like those kind of leaders. And President Gbagbo now is the new leader of Africa. You fought by putting him here. You were doing something wrong to him, but in fact, you did him so good. Because now, it's not only in Ivory Coast, it's all over Africa, all over the world. Everyone knows now Laurent Gbagbo. For Africa, he's fighting for his country. He's fighting for the future of the younger generation of Africa. Laurent Gbagbo is the one who brought democracy in Côte d'Ivoire. Not anyone else. He's been in opposition for 30 years. Not a single day he has even touched someone, not to mention taking a machete or a gun. Never. He has always said, I will fight for democracy for my country with pacific means. For 30 years, he suffered. He's been to prison many times. But never he has built a rebellion to attack any power. And because of that, people from Ivory Coast respect him. We respect his engagement. We respect his struggle. He's a legitimate leader of Ivory Coast. So don't think that you can break his spirit or you can change the curse of history in Côte d'Ivoire, because history has been already made. And that history is Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo has already opened the eyes. Everybody in Ivory Coast knows now what's going on. And we will never go back in the dark days. We all understand your system. And your system cannot win anymore in Ivory Coast. Because Laurent Gbagbo has explained everything to us. And he has given us strength to carry on this struggle till the end. Yes. And we shall win. Yes. Yes. Laurent Gbagbo, we have no doubt this trial that starts today, it will come out of that with victory. Yeah. Because the truth is on his side. Yeah. Because the truth is on his side. He has never killed anyone. Yeah. He has never done any harm to anyone. Yeah. And when you will give him the microphone to speak, you will discover again who is Laurent Gbagbo. When you brought him here on the 5th of December in 2010, in only 2 minutes, he has done the full history of Ivory Coast. And he has shown who he was. Sarkozy was so afraid. He said, stop the live coverage. Because he knew what was going to happen. Laurent Gbagbo was going to change the whole plan. And that's what he's going to do here when you will give him his turn to speak. We have no doubt his legal team, we've met Altit, is ready to challenge all the lies put together by Ocampo, the corrupt Ocampo, and Bensouda, another African. She should be ashamed of herself. Ashamed of herself. Oh, Bensouda, you are African. You are playing today the game. The game. The traitor game. Selling your own brothers and sisters for money. That's what it is. We are here today. We'll be here again tomorrow. We'll be here every day. Until our legitimate leader you are holding unjustly is being freed. Je vous remercie.